Welcome to the live cost construction experience. This podcast was set up, we set this podcast up originally to help construction business owners, and we wanted to help them out in all areas of their construction business. So we get involved obviously in the cost side of things, but we really wanted to sort of bring experts in and get a good focus on different areas of the business. Today we're focusing on marketing, something that every construction business owner can put their hand up and say we're not great in that area. Today's guest is a special one. This lady's been featured in the Irish Times. You might have seen her speaking and even teaching at events around the Entrepreneurs Academy, local enterprise offices, DCU. She's been involved with the best marketers both here and in the US. She runs her own mastermind marketing classes, and the last few weeks has actually spoke to over 300 business owners. I'm delighted to say that she's here today to give construction companies the best tips about going online. Denise Inspired, welcome to the live cost construction experience. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for that intro, it was amazing.
Yeah, took me a while to put that one together, yeah. Denise, I'm going to kick this off, right? Construction, marketing, they're not generally two terms that go together, right? Because a lot of guys working in a tendering world and they just think, well, I don't really need that. And then things get tight, work tightens up, and so they suddenly realise, no one knows about us. Maybe we should have put a bit of work in. There's a lot of companies that hold scars about that. What resistance do you get from construction businesses when you start talking about online? Because I know there is a lot to it. What sort of resistance do you get from some companies?
You actually touched on it there, funny enough. A lot of construction companies are just too busy. They've got too much work coming in at the moment, and they think that it's going to stay like that, I guess. And for me, when I speak to them and sit down and we talk about it, it's like you've got to have sustainability in your business, and if, God forbid, a downturn does come or things start to slow up, you want to be up front and centre as the construction company that people do hire. You don't want to be the construction company that people are hiring on word of mouth. Like, we get that a lot. Oh, we just do everything on word of mouth, and word of mouth's fantastic, don't get me wrong, it's fantastic, but to build a proper sustainable business and to be around for the long haul, you want to be the one who's up first on Google. You want to be the one who's popping up on people's timelines and they go, oh, I know them, they did that such and such a job, you know. So for me it's hugely important, especially when you're busy.
I'm a huge believer, right, in online. I really am. I think to get yourself out there for knowledge of your sector, whatever sector you're in, whether it's main construction, whether you're in the trades, whatever it might be, just to be an authority within that. I'm a huge believer in that. I think the benefit of that is that you don't always have to be the one chasing the work at that stage, and people will start to come to you. I mean,
you can pick your prices as well. You can, you can pick your jobs, cherry pick your jobs, that you don't have to do every job that comes along when you're the most sought after one, you know. And
something I was actually talking to a customer just recently on this subject, and we talked about, like, it can be used for recruiting. Like, so a huge issue in the industry at the moment is getting staff, right? And I spoke to a company recently about online, and he said, nah, it's not for me. And I spoke about, like, have you ever seen construction companies use in a way to build brand to recruit?
And by the way, Kieran, it's not just construction companies, it's across the board in every single industry that I'm seeing in Ireland here. We have a huge problem with staffing, from hairdressers to mechanics to construction. It's everywhere. But what I've said to people in the past, and what I say is, there's two ways of using your social media to get staff. There's number one, of showing your workplace as a good working environment, because people, like, it's not that there's a shortage of workers, like there's still workers out there, but if you can coax them to come to your company, if you can put your company up there as a fun place to work, you know, that has a good working environment, and you can social media, you can show that, you can let people see that it's a nice place to work in.
Potential,
you know what I mean?
Potential employees and potential customers.
And potential customers. And then the other side of it is, of course, that you can advertise your jobs, and you can, you know, let people know how much you're hiring and stuff like that. So that can work brilliantly too.
We love to get real practical here, right? So I'm going to hit you. Have you got 3 or 5 tips that you could give us, right? I'm a construction business. I'm not very active online. I know I should be doing a bit more, because I know good companies are building big businesses online and using online strategies. Give us 3 to 5 tips that what we could potentially do better, or even start.
Okay, so I'm going to assume you've nothing done. So these are my 5 kind of top things to do. So number 1 is Google My Business. So basically that is your Google Maps setting.
Right.
So people say, oh, well, like, we don't have customers come to our offices, so there's no point in being on Google Maps. That's wrong. 100% get yourself on Google Maps. Even if you're an online business, get yourself on Google Maps, because what that does is it gives you that listing, because Google Maps has separated from the normal Google listing, so you now have 2 search engines.
Right.
So get yourself on Google Maps, and there's an option in Google My Business to post, like the way you can post on Facebook. Post on there and keep fresh content weekly, daily if you can, and that's my number 1 tip is Google Maps.
Okay,
yeah?
right, there you go.
Number 2 is a website. So if you are, like, and I preach all the time that not every business needs a website.
Yeah.
However, I firmly believe if you are in construction and you're a proper legitimate business that has been around a while, you need a website, because you have to show that. You have to show the longevity. You have to show that you're not a fly-by-night that's just turned up. You have to show the jobs that you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to show. And a lot of construction companies have old websites that they haven't updated, and they've pictures up from 1943. 1943 might be a bit better than 1993, but no, you need fresh jobs up there to show that you're.
So they're not giving any focus. Like they're not looking at the website as a potential shop front. Yeah,
and if I'm an architect and I want to hire a construction company and I look at their website and it has
all the
brutal
projects,
photos, I'm not going to hire them. You know what I mean? You want good quality photos of nice finishes, proper finishes, clean finishes, you know, so you want to put yourself 100% videos, 100%. So that's my number 2 is the website.
Cool.
Number 3 is a Facebook page. Again, lots of people go, oh, you don't need Facebook. Facebook is a brilliant traffic driver to drive traffic back to your website. Right. So get yourself a Facebook page, put up before and after photos, put up live videos, arrive on site every morning and do a quick live video to show what you're doing. Gold, absolute gold for construction companies to show people, number 1, that they're busy and they're working. Number 2, the different scope of works, jobs that they can do. Do you know what I mean? Getting your message out there.
So really just documenting what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, sort of showing potential clients or potential staff your type of work you're doing, how you're doing it. Creating a type of room to improve type of situation, without showing
people watch that room to improve,
people love it,
and they eat it up. Mm-hmm. Like that's what people are watching. So we need to, as construction companies, you need to tap into that kind of stuff, you know. And a lot of construction companies get stuck on, but what are we supposed to post on Facebook? Post your before and afters. Post the latest trends in colours. Post the latest trends in kitchens, or the latest trends in whatever your niche is. In a room to improve type of a scenario.
So just documenting the stages of the project, letting people know how it's all going. I mean, I think people are genuinely interested in projects.
Of course they are. I mean, I've spoke about it before. Like, we watch this brutal reality TV. Like, people are eating that kind of stuff up. We want to know. We want to see. People are interested in a day in the life. You know. I found that with my own business, people follow my story. They want to know what I'm doing. They want to know where I am if I'm out meeting clients. And when I put that out there, then they remember. You know, they remember who, that's your one Denise. She's the social media expert or whatever. We'll talk to her. So you want that as a construction company. You want to be seen as number 1. You know what I mean? By getting your message out there.
Giving yourself visibility on Facebook. So any further tips then on?
Well, that was number 3.
But what about in Facebook? Is it anything that, like, so let's say we're posting and we're documenting the job and we're putting stuff out there. People are starting to look at our projects. They know exactly what we're up to. Even getting to know some of the staff. So when it comes to winning the job, they know us already. I get all that. What about posting stuff out? Is there, like, should we be looking at times of the day and stuff like that?
Yeah, so if you look at your Facebook page, there's a little tab at the top which will bring you into your settings, and that will bring you into your insights.
Right.
And in your insights, it'll show you the type of people that are looking, the age demographic, the location, the sex, and the time that they're looking. So the time is pretty important. On Facebook, busy times on Facebook tend to be Wednesday till Sunday. Monday and Tuesday aren't as busy. Evenings tend to be busy. But you will find for your own niche and for your own page what the best time to post is, and that's the time to post.
That's brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's super.
I think building relationships, social media is for building relationships.
Yeah.
It's not really for selling. A lot of companies, that's the biggest mistake they make on social media, is they jump out trying to sell stuff. It's not what it's for. It's for warming your audience up and letting people know that you're there. You know, you sell to them when you meet them face to face or via email or on the phone.
Okay, so
number 4.
I've got me location set up. I'm using that. I'm using that for SEO purposes. You were saying that number 1, okay. Yeah. So I'm starting to SEO, get like a nice base together. Then I'm keeping my website nice and fresh and showing people and updating them with videos and keeping it nice, clean. bill of our projects that we do. Everyone knows I'm creating a shop front essentially. I'm like
100%.
for my business.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get active on Facebook, which I presume is a tool to drive people to that website.
Exactly.
Right, cool. What else should I do?
Number 4 is LinkedIn.
Right.
So LinkedIn is huge for construction.
Yeah.
It sets you up there as an authority. It helps you build relevance. It helps you. So what you'd be doing on LinkedIn is you would be creating articles at least once a week. Write an article on LinkedIn, and that can be anything from a case study.
Yeah.
It can be for bringing a project in on time and on budget. It can be for showing before and afters. It can be, just
you've touched on something super there, because I mean, I've again having conversations with customers, and a big kickback is I just don't know what to be putting out there, and you just touch on something I think is gold. Case study. You do jobs every day. Just document what you're doing, whether it's in written form, whether it's in video form, and show people this is how we generally work. I think it's brilliant.
I spoke to a guy recently, and he has a really big plumbing company. And he said to me, "Oh, but I can't get photos." And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Ask the lads when they're out on a job to take a photo." And he goes, "Oh, they won't take them." And I said, "Okay, who pays their wages?"
Yeah.
So at the end of the week, when they put their timesheet in, if a photograph of each job isn't in my WhatsApp or in my folder, then the job wasn't done. Simple.
Yeah.
It's the world we live in, Karen. You've got to document.
Yeah, a bit of discipline
That's
there.
all it
And
is.
we can start. Yeah.
End of story. Take the photo where the job wasn't done. Then we have photos to put on social media.
Absolutely. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we're using it that way.
Like
so LinkedIn then is the same sort of stuff. Just distribute our document and distribute what we're up to on a day to day, and then maybe you're saying form that into an article. Once a week or once a month.
And I'd be doing an article once a week, and an article would be similar to a blog post. It's long form, and then your actual status on LinkedIn, I'd be updating that at least 3 times a week.
So why? I mean, we could go a little bit deeper on that. Why would I go to that? I mean, you're talking about guys sitting down and putting a bit of time into this. You don't want to just write an article on crap or create a video on crap either. You're probably going to commit a bit of time to this.
Yeah.
What would I expect the benefit of that to be? If I'm going to put a bit of time into LinkedIn, which I agree with you, by the way, I agree. I think LinkedIn is a powerful platform to find exactly who it is that you're trying to target. More so for me, right, personally, for more so than Facebook for me.
Of course, because you can target that exact person.
I go,
it's the old cold calling. It's
absolutely. It's like amazing. I suppose Facebook back in the day when you had that organic reach. I feel from I'm looking at construction business owners, I'm looking at project managers, quantity surveyors, and I can get that organic reach to these guys all the time, and it's great for us. We do a lot on LinkedIn. For the construction business, what are they looking to do? Is it to engage on that platform? Is it to send people across to the website? What's the reasons behind why I would go and put that body of work in?
It's because, my number 5 tip is to build authority. Right.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Because I just don't want to mention it twice. But that is, building authority is a hugely important thing in construction. So when we use our social platforms, when we use LinkedIn, Google, Facebook, we can build that authority. We can put ourselves up there as the expert, because the more we publish and the more case studies we put out there, then suddenly people are going, like, people say to me all the time, "Oh my God, Denise, you're flying. You're doing brilliant." I'm like, how do they know that? Because I'm telling them. Yeah. But I'm not telling them I did this today, I did that. I'm documenting my journey. They see me going to Orlando. They see me speaking in a Leo. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they now know, well, she's the expert. We'll go to her. So it's the same in the construction company. Do you get me?
We don't have the document that the material didn't turn up today, and now the whole site's been held back a week, and 2 lads are at the ringing in sick. We don't need to document all that stuff.
No, it's your highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's your highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's how you want the business world to see you, and what I always talk about is creating omnipresence. So when whatever platform we're on, or our clients or customers are on, if our logo, our face, our case study, our video is popping up around the place, we're just reminding people that we're there and we're open for business.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
I get it.
Like, how many times have you gone to a restaurant with your wife and you go, "Oh my God, this is lovely, we'll come back here again." 6 months down the road and you're going, where do we go to eat? I can't think of anywhere nice. We just forget. We're so busy.
Yeah.
But if we can keep on top or in front of our clients by using social media, it's like cheap and easy way to do it, and it's putting ourselves up there as the authority, and it's giving longevity in our business.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. So we're looking at the foundations by setting up Google Maps. We're putting stuff in place. Then the reason for that is we have a website that's a modern website, is what we're saying. Keep it active with the latest projects. We're using a Facebook page as well then to gather a bit of traffic to that website. And then we're also using LinkedIn as the same sort of tool but we can get more targeted. That's what we're saying.
Much more targeted,
LinkedIn, real targeted there after whoever it is we're going after. And the whole reason behind all that is about building authority and what we're doing.
Another little key tip on building authority is reviews. So social proof, social proof, social proof, social proof. That all ties into the authority. Get your recommendations on LinkedIn, get them on Facebook, get them on Google. Don't be afraid to ask for them. You know, people always say to me, it's one of the biggest questions I get asked when I mention reviews, but how do you get them? Just ask for them. You know, people are predominantly nice, just ask for them.
It's a true point, because you have to remember, generally it's coming down to 3 companies who's going to win this job, right? And that situation, it's not always price driven.
No.
Right? Not always price driven.
Not like,
and so whoever's making the decision is going to go and do their homework, and they're going to do their homework by looking on the website. And what you're saying is by being an active online presence and having that authority, that could be the one that gets you over the line on these projects.
100%. And I firmly believe that if you are a legitimate company that's been around a long time, if you're not on page 1 of Google, you may as well forget about it, you know. So get yourself up there, you know, put your best foot forward, so that when people are looking at these tenders, because especially in construction, I mean, how much do you pay? You pay a fortune to put these to price jobs and stuff like that. You know, you put a lot of work, manpower into pricing a job, or physical costs into pricing a job, to then not back it up by a whole,
having the branding right and making sure that people understand who you are, what you are, and how you do it.
And if the job goes to these people over here who are all shiny on Facebook or whatever, like, just get all your ducks in a row is what I would say, and just make sure that you're.
And of course, one thing I'm not sure whether we highlighted enough is that when things tighten up and there's not as much work out there, is you've got that online presence, you've got this asset that you've built behind you.
And as I keep saying, because it's one of the biggest blockers that people say, but we're so busy, we've no time, we don't need any more work. But that's not the point. You want to be able to cherry pick your work. You want to be able to price your work accordingly and get proper profits from it. You know what I mean? And you can do all that if you're one of the most sought after construction companies.
Absolutely.
You can't do that if you're buried down on Google and you have no presence, you know?
Absolutely. So if I wanted help, is that something you'd help construction companies with?
Of course.
Absolutely. And where would I go and find you?
Denise Inspired, anywhere. So
social.
Yeah, if you Google Denise Inspired, you'll find me. You can find me on Facebook. You'll find me Denise Inspired on LinkedIn, Instagram, and my website is deniseinspired.com.
Email address?
You'll find it.
You'll find
Don't
it.
Email me. Don't email me.
Search.
It's old school, Karen.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I'm only joking.
I'm old school. So Denise
Info
Inspired.
at deniseinspired.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
So people can email you with any questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so there you go. There's 5 solid tips of what you can do online to get your presence together, building authority, and what platforms you can do it on. This is the Live Cost Construction Experience, and keep following us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.